Hey Hunters, Lord here, back with yet another Sunbreak Title Update 5 video. This video is going to be the first set video using the new armor sets that were added in Title Update 5 to make an insane dual blade set that requires no dereliction, no Qurious augments, and really no charm, although I will touch on that a bit later. I will of course show you guys an example charm, give you augments to look out for, but this is really a bare bones set, which will allow you to customize it with your own charm collection. And with the two new charm melding types, there's some insane charms available now, and I expect you all to have something crazy. So before we start, I want you to go ahead and head down to the comments and let me know what your best charm has been so far with the new melding in Title Update 5. I'll be showing you mine soon, so I want to hear yours too. Starting off with the weapon, I'm going to be showing you the Dragon Dual Blades from Valstrax as an example. However, this set will work for all 5 elements, as I'll show you right now. I am using all the same set, I just changed the weapon and the elemental decorations around to fit each element. In the weapon, you're going to slot in ideally a Tenderizer and your Rampage deco of choice here, either an Elembane or your Anti-Species deco. The helmet is the only armor piece not from Title Update 5, being the Nephilim helm, which I think just has really good slots and skills that synergize well with the other armor pieces here. You're going to slot in a Bloodlust and Attack Jewel. Now the chest, arms, and legs are all Tempest from Amatsu. This way we can get the new skill, Heaven Sent. I'll touch more on that later of course when I go over all the skills in detail. You're going to slot in a Bloodlust, a Hard Dragon Plus, and a Dragon Jewel into the chest, 2 Attack Plus jewels, and a Shock Proof jewel in the arms, and finally an Expert Plus and Phoenix Plus jewel into the legs. Now the waist is from the other new monster in Title Update 5, which is Risen Shagaru Magala. This gives us a new skill called Frenzied Bloodlust. Of course, I'll touch on that when I go over the skills at the end of the set. You're going to slot in an Element Exploit Plus and a Phoenix jewel into the waist. Now technically you don't need, I put need in air quotes, you don't need a charm. However, I pulled this bad boy last night, so you know damn well I'm going to flex it here. These new meldings are stupid. I've got Wex 3, Crit Boost 3, Frostcraft 3. I've seen guys with Defense Boost 7. I think almost every skill that has 3 levels or more can be gotten at 3 levels or higher. So with that insane amount of RNG, try to just get 1 or 2 levels of Crit Eye somewhere in your charm, whether that's in a slot or in the actual charm skills. You don't need it, but it will help push us to the 100% crit mark without having to rely on latent power, so if you want it, that's what I would recommend. Now, if you do get that extra level on a charm, your skills should look like this. Now, if you do what I did and put 2 levels of Crit Eye into the charm, your skills will look exactly like this, minus Dragon Conversion and Intrepid Heart, because I don't expect you to have the charm that I have. Now, 100% crit is achieved on all weak spots, which are cutting zones of 45 or higher, after you clear the frenzy. Crit Boost gives us a bonus 40% damage on critical hits, which should be all the time after we clear the frenzy anyway. And Coalescence gives us bonus attack and element whenever we clear a blight, which synergizes great with Bloodlust and Frenzied Bloodlust, since clearing the frenzy does count as clearing a blight. Bloodlust gives us plus 25% crit for 90 seconds, and Frenzied Bloodlust gives us a bonus wire bug for 30 seconds after clearing the frenzy. This does mean you can have up to 4 wire bugs. Heaven Sent level 3 gives us infinite stamina and infinite sharpness after having been in combat for 18 seconds without getting hit. You can also sharpen and gain somewhere between 20 to 40 units of sharpness by simply doing a switch scroll swap. Now I haven't tested the exact number, I've been trying it out, but it's at least 20 and maybe up to 40 units. But by doing the switch scroll swap, you can sharpen your weapon, and you can also clear statuses like poison this way too. Now, if you do get hit or leave combat, both of those things will end Heaven Sent. All you have to do to make it active again is get back in combat, don't get hit for 18 more seconds. It's really that easy. Now, Strife gives us bonus attack when our health is red, so anytime that we are afflicted with the frenzy, we'll be gaining some extra attack. And finally, Shock Absorber is a new skill, which is basically flinch-free on steroids. So now that you've seen the set with absolutely no augments, let's go ahead and discuss some skills that you can add with your Qurious augments. Your number 1 priority, in my opinion, is to get better slots, as that always gives you the flexibility to change decorations as you need. That way you can swap your skills around instead of being stuck with a single skill that you rolled. Slots are always going to be good, and good skills are not guaranteed, so if you get nice slots, it's definitely worth keeping. Now that being said, if you do roll some of the skills that we used earlier in the set as decorations, you can feel free to keep those too, and then reuse that old decoration slot for other skills that you like. Now as far as actual skills go to look for with your Qurious augments, here's my list. Wind Mantle at least level 1, coupled with Wirebug Whisper level 3, will have you spamming unlimited spiral slashes, especially with the 4 Wirebugs active, so I would highly recommend trying to get those into your set. You can also look to add Intrepid Heart levels 1 or 2 if you weren't able to fit it in your charm, since getting hit with Intrepid Heart active will not deactivate Heaven Sent, allowing you to get hit and keep Heaven Sent up, which is really, really insane. I would also recommend looking into Powder Mantle levels 1 to 3, getting your Strife up from level 1 to either level 2 or level 3 to gain some extra damage. And if you're running a dragon build like I showcased, you should definitely try and get as much Dragon Heart as you can, as that will be super useful to you for boosting that dragon attack up massively. Then of course you can go for any quality of life skills that you prefer. So that's all I have for this set, guys. If you did enjoy the video, then a like would be super appreciated. If you're new to the channel, new to Monster Hunter, or if you find yourself coming back on the regular, I ask that you consider hitting that subscribe button for more Monster Hunter content just like this. I'm going to be working on tons of new sets with all this new armor to come out in the coming weeks, so definitely turn on notifications if you don't want to miss those. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you all a good day, and happy hunting.